Please welcome to the stage five-star coach Ann Doval.
Well, Tracy, I'm smiling. Are you there? There, Tracy? We practiced yesterday. She said, make sure you smile. So I was in the bathroom, probably the only five-star who's had to use their pen to get food out of my braces. But it's true, I was. That's what I was doing. So they asked me to tell our story, and that should be fairly easy. I was kind of listening to the previous presentations and starting to feel sorry for my coach, Doug Fitzgerald. So I think I'm probably the only coach who can be a wanderer, follower, achiever, and leader simultaneously. So that's true, too. So initially, when we first started this business, I just got to tell you that, where is Doug? Where's my security blanket? we would do home meetings, and we'd have 2 or 3 people show up, and Doug would finally say, oh, hey, Ann, can you talk about the club? Whew, talk about the club. I've been using the club, what, how many years? Okay, I can talk about the club. You know, I get so nervous. And we'd have 2 or 3 friends show up, and Doug would say, okay, introduce yourself, give your 2-minute story. And so I'd get up there, and I'd just freeze in the living room. And I'd look over at Doug. He'd say, what's your name? Oh, yeah. I'm Ann Doval. So a little bit... Here we go. This is the physical transformation part of the story here. 7.5 years ago, we ordered Power 90. And a lot of people in our church have been doing Power 90 because Doug and Tammy had been doing Power 90, and so Dave asked me to order this for his Christmas present. And I'd like, being the supportive wife that I am, I said, you're never going to use it. We've got tapes on the shelf. The street is outside and it's free. And he insisted, so I said, okay, I'll order it. Well, of course, I didn't need it. I was a stay-at-home mom. I'd never been in shape. I didn't think I could be in shape. I had 3 little boys, and over the course of those 3 pregnancies, I gained about 70 pounds each time. And the most they weighed was 10 pounds each time, so a little bit left over. And so that one there, that picture is my second son. I don't even have one after I had my third, so I'm just amazed at how big those thighs are. Yes, you too can be a Beachbody coach. Someday those pictures you're hiding between your mattress will be blown up. The size of a Mack truck, you know? So keep them safe. You need them. So anyway, I got Power 90. Dave was on his FedEx route. During that time of the year, I never saw Dave. We had 16 years he's worked for FedEx. He was a courier. And so from Thanksgiving to New Year's was a blackout time, so he couldn't take vacation. He worked as much overtime as he could because that's when we needed a little bit extra money. And so I opened up the Beachbody box, and I looked, and I thought, well, this is not so weird. And I looked at the meals, and I thought, well, that's not so weird. And I opened one before I wrapped it and tried it out. And then I wrapped it, and I still knew he wasn't going to use it. Dave, where are you, Dave? My husband of 23 years. That's right there. So long story short, after January, I started Power 90, and I could do about 2 push-ups. 90 to 120 days, I went from a size 16 plus, wearing elastic pants and big shirts and Never having been in shape in my life, I was the academic music art person growing up. I was not into sports. I don't like things flying at me. And so it wasn't something that came natural to me, but I also, I never looked at an athlete and thought, wow, I'd like to be that, because I never saw myself as having muscles. And so 120 days later, gone down to size 6. And then to a 4, and I had never been a 4 or a 6 in my, maybe since 6th grade. So, just changed my life totally, and there's been so many things, I always joke about it, but you can admit it, because I know you do it too. I started wearing tank tops, and at night when I brushed my teeth, whoa. So, that's true. And then 3 years later, I tried P90X. And I remember telling Doug and Tammy, it's kind of like a big secret. I said, Doug, I think I want to try P90X. He says, go for it. And I told Tammy, I don't know why a stay-at-home mom needs to be in that kind of shape. And she said, why not? And that's what pushed me over the edge, and I ordered P90X, and I did it 100%. I did the menus, I did everything. Actually got a 6-pack at the end of that. This is not that picture. That's recent. That was 6 weeks into Chalene Extreme, another excellent program. So anyway, a lot of things changed in our lives after that point. I became a lot more confident. I just found it a lot more fun to be walking down the street in our little town of 2,000 people and actually feel muscles instead of, my posture improved. For all of my life, my mom and dad told me to stand up straight. Stand up straight. I remember the day. I was like 40. And Mom said to me, she says, wow, Annie, you've got good posture today. So, literally, all joking aside, that stuck with me because I thought, wow, it was exercise that I needed to do. It wasn't, how can you do that all day? You can't. So anyway, when we started our business, there's a lot of parallels between where we were physically and where we were financially, because when we started our business, when Dave and I first got